hold on tight because this story makes the Kardashians look like they meditate for a living. We're talking Blueface versus Chrisean Rock, the Bonnie and Clyde of chaos. Turning a regular Tuesday into a full-blown hip-hop soap opera. The streets weren't ready, the blogs weren't ready, heck. Not even Twitter's therapists were ready when news broke that Blueface allegedly attacked Chrisean Rock in a moment that felt straight out of a reality show gone demonic. And before the shockwaves even settled, guess who decided to make her grand entrance? Angela, the unsuspecting bystander who just got front row seats to the meltdown of the year. This isn't your average lover's quarrel. It's a masterclass in public chaos, cameras flashing, lives exploding, and Chrisean marching toward Angela's doorstep like she just escaped a Zeus-level thunderstorm. Every step screamed, "I've got receipts and rage." Social media caught fire faster than a gas station mixtape. And every influencer suddenly became a domestic drama expert. But what really happened that night? What did Angela see that made her face freeze like Wi-Fi mid-download? And how did Blueface manage to turn date night into an episode of Law & Order Hip Hop Edition? Let's rewind the chaos clock to the night that made even Zeus look down from Mount Olympus. Like, damn. These two outdrammed the gods. Started like every other chapter in the Blueface Chrisean saga. A mix of love, liquor, and live streams. One moment they're dancing on Instagram, the next Chrisean's mascara is racing tears to her chin, while Blueface is pacing like he's auditioning for a boxing documentary. Whispers began circulating faster than a leaked OnlyFans link Blueface put hands on Chrisean again. Screenshots, voice notes, blurry hotel footage. TMZ probably had an intern fainting mid-upload. The internet didn't even need confirmation. They crowned it the hip-hop battle of the century. Memes exploded overnight, one showing Blueface wearing boxing gloves labeled "Toxic Love." Another with Chrisean holding a mic screaming, "This is why Beyoncé works alone." But this time, it hit differently. Chrisean wasn't just crying on live, she was furious. Not the "I'll subtweet you" type of mad. The "I'm grabbing my keys and somebody's getting confronted" kind of mad. And that somebody just happened to be Angela, the last person anyone expected to be caught in this hurricane of heartbreak and hood chaos. Now, who's Angela? Not a random name drop, she's the calm, polished voice who's interviewed rappers for years, always sipping her tea like a professional therapist of the culture. But when Chrisean pulled up, tea time turned into primetime. Reports claimed Chrisean stormed into Angela's vicinity, looking like a music video villain. Lashes trembling, nails clicking like a countdown hoodie up, and vengeance in her playlist. "Word on the street is," she screamed, "you think it's funny he put his hands on me?" Before anyone could even say hello. The neighbors, recording the fans, typing novels in the comments, the blogs, praying for a Wi-Fi connection fast enough to upload. Blueface, meanwhile, was apparently somewhere smiling like the Joker, tweeting cryptic lines like they always play victim when they lose control. The internet gasped, half of them defending him, the other half ready to cancel him into another galaxy. But the real bombshell wasn't the physical fight. It was the leak that came right after. Someone close to the couple dropped a recording allegedly capturing the moment before everything went sideways. You could hear shouting, glass breaking, Chrisean yelling something about "you'll regret this," and Blueface mumbling like a man rehearsing excuses for court. The clip was barely a minute long, but it was enough to crash Twitter timelines harder than crypto. In 22 to fans immediately split into tribes: Team Blue versus Team Rock. Team Blue claimed Chrisean provoked him, using phrases like toxic relationship energy and mutual madness. Team Rock clapped back, saying Blueface had a pattern of abuse, manipulation, and gaslighting so thick it could power a fog machine. Every celebrity gossip page, from the Shade Room to No Jumper, had an opinion. Even people who hadn't posted in years reactivated their accounts just to say, "See? I told y'all she needed to leave him." And just when the world thought it couldn't get wilder, Angela Yee enters the chat. Word is, Angela had been working on a tell-all interview with Chrisean, Something emotional, raw, maybe even redemptive. But when Chrisean showed up right after the altercation, all bets were off. The studio turned into a therapy battlefield. Angela, trying to stay composed, allegedly asked, "Do you want to talk about what happened?" And Chrisean, shaking and crying, snapped, "Talk about it. He just tried to make me a headline." Within hours, paparazzi caught Chrisean outside the studio, yelling into her phone. The footage was blurry, chaotic, but you could clearly hear her say, "He thinks I won't expose everything." And that single line lit the internet on fire. Everyone wanted to know, what did she mean by everything? Secret messages, hidden recordings, a secret baby. The speculation grew legs and sprinted across the internet. Blueface didn't stay quiet either. Oh no, he doubled down. He jumped on live, sipping from a red cup like it was holy water, laughing about fake bruises and attention games. "Y'all believe anything?" he said, smirking, as if the chaos was his personal marketing campaign. Ain't T? Nobody touch nobody. She trippin'. She always trippin'. The live ended with him flexing a stack of cash and saying, "I'm good, I'm Gucci, and I ain't explaining myself no more." That smug energy. It only made things worse, because Chrisean wasn't backing down. She reposted clips, tagged him directly, and dropped cryptic captions like, "You can't silence the truth when God saw it happen." Instagram went into detective mode, freeze-framing her live, zooming in on scratches, matching timestamps, trying to confirm if the bruises were new or old. It became a full-blown investigation run by unpaid fans with iPhones. Behind the scenes, sources close to both say Angela tried to calm her down, telling her not to post anything until she cooled off. But Chrisean wasn't trying to be diplomatic. She was on a mission. Every live, every story, every tear looked like a trailer for the next viral breakdown. Then came the twist nobody expected. Angela herself started getting dragged into the mess. People accused her of instigating drama for clout, while others defended her, saying she was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Either way, her name was now trending alongside Blueface and Chrisean. Three words that guarantee chaos in capital letters, dot by sunrise. Hashtags like hashtag pray for Chris, EAN, hashtag cancel Blueface, and hashtag Angela got tea dominated every platform. Even Twitter's trending tab looked traumatized. The situation went from messy to catastrophic overnight, and still nobody knew the full story. Was Chrisean exaggerating? Was Blueface lying? And what did Angela really witness behind those closed studio doors? Because according to a few anonymous insiders, there's more to that night than what made it online. Some claim Angela recorded the conversation for safety. Others say she turned her phone off to avoid being dragged in. One thing's for sure. Her face during the confrontation said it all. Shock, pity, and pure "I did not sign up for this" energy. And while the world debated who was right or wrong, Blueface uploaded a story of himself eating breakfast like nothing happened, captioned, "New Day." Same hater energy. That's when fans realized this wasn't just a fight. It was the start of another headline war. Every post, every lyric, every emoji turned into ammunition. Blueface was the villain, Chrisean was the survivor, and Angela, she became the accidental witness to hip-hop's most toxic love story in real time. If you thought the chaos ended with one live stream, welcome to Season 2 of the world's most toxic telenovela, Keeping Up with the Bluefaces. The moment clips of Chrisean's meltdown hit the web, the internet combusted like a gas stove left on overnight. TikTok detectives went to work faster than the FBI on a mission. Everyone suddenly had exclusive sources, inside footage, and emotional trauma from watching these two exist. Twitter turned into a courtroom. One side screaming justice for Chrisean, while the other side defended Blueface like he was their cousin on parole. Someone even edited a fake Netflix trailer titled "Love and Lawsuits," the Blueface Chronicles, and it got 2 million views in 12 hours. Meanwhile, Chrisean doubled down with her signature fire. She jumped on Instagram Live again, this time with swollen eyes and unfiltered fury. He wanna play tough online? Okay, cool. Let's talk about all the money I gave him, all the lies he told, and who he's really with right now. She paused, smirked, and added, Angela knows. The entire comment section exploded. Wait, what? Angela knows what? Angela tried to stay silent, but silence doesn't stand a chance when chaos trends. People started spamming her DMs, tagging her in every post, begging her to spill the exclusive. She finally posted a single line on X, sending love to everyone involved. But the internet read that like it was Morse code for yes. Something wild went down. Then came the celebrity reactions, because no Hollywood scandal is complete without the peanut gallery. Cardi B tweeted, "These two need a therapist, a priest, and a restraining order." 50 Cent posted a meme of himself holding popcorn with the caption, "I told y'all 2025 was gonna be lit." Even Lil Boosie chimed in from nowhere. Blueface and Chrisean need to drop a boxing PPV. I'd pay for that. Boxing PPV. I'd pay for that. Within hours, hashtag Blueface vs. Chrisean trended above the presidential election. The memes were vicious edits of Chrisean with boxing gloves, labeled self-respect and Blueface, ducking punches titled accountability. People weren't just watching the drama. They were participating in it, remixing heartbreak into content, and somewhere in that digital circus, Angela became the unwilling narrator. Paparazzi cornered her, leaving her radio studio, microphones flying like seagulls. Did Chrisean really confront you? Did Blueface apologize? Angela's side looked exhausted and said, "I'm not here to stir the pot, but the pot is definitely overflowing." That quote alone birthed 5 million TIK2KS behind the memes, though insiders whispered about what really triggered the explosion. Some say Blueface had been secretly messaging another woman, and Chrisean found out minutes before the alleged attack. Others say the fight started over money. Apparently, she discovered she was paying studio bills while he was out buying chains. Either way, it ended with broken glass, bruised egos, and Chrisean running toward Angela's studio like a woman, possessed by both heartbreak and headline energy. But let's not forget, this is hip-hop drama in HD. Facts don't travel, rumors do. Uber black, so the narrative twisted every few hours. One moment Blueface was the villain, the next he was claiming victim status, saying Chrisean tried to set him up. His live sessions turned into chaotic therapy sessions. "Man, y'all don't get it," he said, half laughing, half ranting. "Shorty wild? She'll throw a bottle, then cry about it. I'm chillin'. I'm peaceful. Peaceful." Fans replayed that clip like it was stand-up comedy. Because right after saying peaceful, he threw a pillow across the room at his own cameraman. The irony was immaculate. Meanwhile, Chrisean's fan base, the self-named Rock Nation 2.0, mobilized like an online army. They started petitions demanding brands drop Blueface from sponsorships. They spammed his comments with clown emojis, broken heart memes, and Bible verses. Someone even edited a fake CNN breaking news banner reading Blueface facing karma charges. Angela, caught in the crossfire, tried to mediate. Sources say she called both privately, trying to calm them down, but Chrisean allegedly told her, "You don't calm down a storm. You let it destroy everything fake around it." That quote went instantly viral. Fans printed it on t-shirts, captioned it under breakup selfies, and turned it into soundbites for TikTok. RANTS. By midweek, the industry weighed in. Charlemagne thought God joked on air. If drama was a degree, Blueface and Chrisean got PhDs. Academics streamed a 2-hour breakdown calling it toxic marketing at its finest. Shade Room commenters practically organized dissertations. "She loves him but hates herself," wrote one. Another said, "This ain't love, it's demolition with matching outfits." Then the real twist, Blueface's mom, Carlisa, decided to join the chaos. She hopped on live claiming she warned everyone about this relationship. "That girl's been a problem since day one," she yelled. But nobody listens to Carlisa when she speaks truth. The irony. The same day she said that, she posted a photo wearing Blueface merch captioned, "Still my baby," though the comment section combusted, half defending her, half reminding her she's part of the problem. Chrisean's next move sealed the viral crown. She posted a screenshot of Blueface's DMS with another girl, time-stamped, messy, and savage. Caption, "Tell her the same lies you told me." It was digital warfare. Blueface retaliated by posting a photo of himself shirtless in a studio. Captioned, "Can't cancel what you didn't create." That single line sent his streams up 22%. You heard right. Chaos became commerce. Angela's podcast producers saw the wave coming. Instead of hiding, they leaned in, teasing tomorrow's episode, Healing After Toxic Love. Listeners flooded the chat asking, "Is that about Chrisean?" Angela smiled mysteriously and said nothing. Marketing genius or survival instinct? Maybe both. The scandal reached international waters. UK blogs called it America's most dysfunctional duo. YouTubers made 20-minute reaction videos analyzing the psychology of Chrisean Rock. Even Dr. Phil's account reposted a meme saying, "Call me when they're ready for an intervention." And yet, amid all the mockery, a darker narrative formed. Fans noticed Chrisean's tone changing, less rage, more pain. One clip showed her saying softly, "Y'all laugh, but I love that man more than myself." The comments paused. The memes slowed. For a moment, the internet saw not the fighter, but the woman behind the chaos. Blueface, on the other hand, posted a new freestyle on TikTok the same night, opening with the line, "Ain't no victim in my story, just lessons and glory." The audacity was cinematic. Fans called it tone deaf. Others called it marketing genius. Either way, it kept him trending. As for Angela, she became the reluctant face of empathy. Her calm reactions during interviews turned into memes titled, "When you're just trying to host a podcast, but trauma shows up." She addressed it on her next show, saying, "We need to talk about how entertainment feeds off pain." The irony. That episode got her the highest ratings of her career by the end of the week. Every influencer, gossip blog, and rapper with a Wi-Fi connection had turned this situation into a spectacle of public heartbreak. And still, nobody truly knew what happened that night. Blueface claimed it was exaggerated. Chrisean hinted there were more receipts. Angela said she hopes both heal. But if there's one thing certain in this saga, it's that healing doesn't trend. Drama does, and as the dust settled briefly, fans sensed another explosion coming. Blueface's cryptic post read, "Next time y'all see me, just know I ain't alone." The internet froze. Another woman, a collab, a revenge move. Nobody knew. But one thing was crystal clear. The story wasn't over by the time the weekend hit. This wasn't just another hip-hop mess. It had turned into a national drama franchise. People weren't saying, "Did you hear what happened?" Anymore, they were saying, "What episode are we on?" The Blueface Chrisean saga officially became the internet's favorite soap opera, complete with betrayal, bruises, and bonus content no one asked for. After the explosion of memes and live streams, both sides went radio silent for a full 24 hours. In internet time, that's like going off the grid for a decade. Fans lost their minds. The hashtags started to fade, the buzz slowed, and then boom, Chrisean reappeared like a ghost with WI-V. No makeup, no filters, just raw emotion. "Y'all think I'm crazy?" she said, eyes red and swollen. "But love makes you crazy. I thought he'd protect me, not play me." It wasn't a meltdown. It was a confession. Every syllable felt like a dagger wrapped in heartbreak. The comments flooded in. "Stay strong, queen. Leave him, sis. You deserve peace." For once, the internet almost sounded human. Almost, because Blueface wasn't done playing Villanor. Maybe he thought he was the misunderstood anti-hero. Hours later, he dropped a clip of himself performing a new song on Instagram with the hook, "You can't cancel real love. It's bulletproof, subtle, not even a little." He might as well have tagged Chrisean and titled it The Audacity Anthem. Angela, ever the diplomat, posted a quote to her story: "Some people don't want peace. They want attention dressed as redemption." And once again, the internet went detective mode. Was that shade toward Blueface? Was she implying Chrisean's public cries were performance art? Fans dissected it like a college thesis. Meanwhile, the consequences started catching up. Brand deals froze faster than a Kardashian without Wi-Fi. A clothing sponsor quietly dropped Blueface, releasing a statement about upholding positive values. Even a few streaming playlists pulled his tracks. For a man who built fame off chaos, the empire was finally starting to wobble. But Blueface didn't flinch. He pivoted. He started teasing a reality show based on rebuilding his image. The pitch: Blueface redemption, learning to love, right? The irony was almost poetic. Fans joked that the only thing he'd redeem was his follower count. As for Chrisean, she leaned into her vulnerability, uploading a vlog titled Starting Over. It wasn't the loud, screaming version of her we'd grown used to. It was quiet, almost haunting. She showed herself boxing, praying, even spending time with her baby. It was the kind of raw honesty that makes even cynics double tap. Within 24 hours, the video hit 2 million views. Angela, the accidental witness, somehow became the voice of reason for an entire generation of emotionally exhausted fans. She hosted a live discussion about toxic fame culture, and every quote sounded like it belonged on a therapist's billboard. "The world loves broken people," she said, "as long as the cracks make good content." It was classy. It was smart, and it made everyone else in the story look like clowns, juggling their trauma for views. But the piece didn't last long. Because, of course, Carlisa, Blueface's mom and self-proclaimed truth teller of Los Angeles, returned with another viral bomb. She went live screaming, "Chrisean need to stop acting innocent. She fought everybody in this house, even me." She waved receipts like a game show host holding coupons. The internet didn't even take her seriously anymore. But the memes. Pure Gold. One tweet read, "Carlisa got more episodes than Blueface at this point. Then, as if the universe was bored, a mystery video surfaced, blurry late-night footage allegedly showing Blueface outside Angela's studio again. Some claimed he was trying to apologize. Others swore it looked like a confrontation. Angela stayed silent, but fans caught her next morning in paparazzi photos looking visibly irritated, clutching her phone like it held the nuclear codes. At this point, the line between reality and spectacle completely evaporated. Every move, every post, every cryptic lyric became content. The couple that once went viral for chaos had turned their dysfunction into digital currency. And like moths to a flame, the audience couldn't look away. Behind closed doors, industry insiders started whispering about cancel fatigue. People weren't mad anymore. They were addicted. They wanted more meltdowns, more exposes, more drama. And that's when you realize the truth. Blueface and Chrisean weren't just victims of toxicity. They were the producers of it. They built an empire from embarrassment. And now it's feeding itself. Still, something shifted. For the first time, Blueface posted something that didn't look like trolling. It was a black screen with a caption: "It's all fun till it's forever." No explanation. No smirk, just silence. Fans flooded the comments. Is he okay? Is this a breakup? Is this a PR stunt? The mystery only deepened. Days later, Chrisean posted a selfie with the caption, "Healing hits harder when it's public." It was poetic, it was painful, and it got reposted by every gossip page in existence. Angela commented a single heart emoji, and that one emoji reignited the entire MWH. Expy ignited the entire drama cycle again. You'd think by now people would move on. But no. This saga became the blueprint for viral heartbreak. Influencers started referencing it in podcasts. Therapists analyzed it on TikTok. And even relationship coaches started using it as a case study in love addiction. And Chrisean had transcended gossip. They'd become a cultural mirror, reflecting every toxic relationship people couldn't admit they were in. And in that twisted way, they both won. Because in the era of clout, pain pays. Every tear, every bruise. Every live becomes monetized misery, and fans are the customers. As of now, the dust seems to be settling. Blueface hasn't posted in days. Chrisean's focusing on her baby. Angela's back to interviewing people who don't throw punches for a living. But something tells us this silence isn't peace, it's just intermission. Because in their world, peace is just the pause before the next explosion. And just like that, another chapter of chaos closes. Or maybe it's just taking a coffee break before the next explosion. Because let's be honest, peace and Blueface don't belong in the same sentence unless there's a never gonna happen attached. Chrisean's out here rebuilding herself, Angela's meditating with Sage and Blueface. Probably drafting another diss track in between court dates and chaos management. This entire saga proves one thing: drama is the new currency, and these two, they're filthy rich. The love story that started with matching tattoos ended with matching headlines. And every time you think it's over, they drop another plot twist like it's sweeps week. If reality shows had Oscars, this would sweep the red carpet and trip everyone on the way. But here's the real tea. While the internet's pretending to be therapists, they're secretly refreshing pages waiting for the next meltdown. And if you've made it this far, you're one of the chosen few who can admit it. You didn't just watch the story. You lived it, tweet by tweet, live by live, like by like. So do what you do best. Smash that like button like it owes you money. Subscribe so hard your screen trembles, and drop your wildest theory in the comments. Who's telling the truth? Who's lying for the camera? And who's secretly planning the next accidental leak? Because on this channel, Expose Express, we don't chase drama. Drama delivers itself right to our doorstep. So stay locked in, stay messy, and remember, in the world of fame, the truth always trends last. This is Expose Express, where scandals don't sleep. And neither do we. And neither do we.